Today we're going to talk about how to do a dilution lab. First, you're going to begin with getting your stock solution and transferring it from its container into a beaker. Once you've done that, you can take your pipette and bulb and squeeze your bulb, place it on top of the pipette, and release your hand with the thumb close to the top and draw stock solution into the pipette. Get your stock solution as close to 1 as you can. When reading the meniscus on the pipette, make sure that you read from top to bottom and include your area of error, which would be 1/100th of whatever number. So if you get 1.8, it would be 1.81 or 1.79, depending on where you feel like the bubble is in the meniscus. After you've done that, you can transfer some of your stock solution to a volumetric flask. Whenever you do this, make sure that you record the initial amount of stock solution, put however much of it that you would like to into the volumetric flask, and then record how much you have left in the pipette. You're going to subtract these two numbers to get the volume of your stock solution. Once you've done that, you can dilute your stock solution. We diluted this one with water. So you'll fill up the volumetric flask to the 25 milliliter mark with water and make sure that it is exactly 25 milliliters. If it's not, you can use a transfer pipette to get exactly 25 milliliters inside of your volumetric flask and discard the transfer pipette at the end of lab. Once you've gotten the exact measurement of dilution, you're going to weigh it. Whenever you weigh it, take the number that's on the scale and subtract the weight of an empty volumetric flask, which you'll get at the beginning of lab, to get the volume for your dilution. Once you've done this, you're ready to do your conversion in the equation C1V1 equals C2V2. C1 is your stock solution concentration. V1 is the volume of stock, which you get from subtracting the amount left from the initial amount of stock solution when transferring into the volumetric flask. And then to find C2, you know that V2 is 25 milliliters because that's how much is in the volumetric flask after you've diluted your concentration. After you've done that, make sure that you empty out your contents into the sink and rinse your glassware thoroughly. The difference between a stock solution is that a stock solution has a higher concentration and your dilution has a lesser concentration than your stock solution. Make sure that after you clean your glassware and you dry it thoroughly, check for any cracks and go and clean up your area. After you've cleaned up your area, leaving no solution left out or any solution on the table, you're ready to end lab.